You stood exactly there. Wheels locked into the coping. Front foot over the bolts. One lean away from rolling in. And then you said no.
What just happened up here has a name. And there's a psychological reason why you keep not learning how to drop in on your surf skate. If there's only one thing you take from this video today, it's this concept. But first, let's talk about the physics of the skateboard and why this is so scary. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between a regular skateboard and a surf skate. First of all, obviously, the surf skate has way looser front trucks. And that's what you're dropping into. So that makes it a bit scary. And then also, if you look at these side to side, the surf skate is higher above the ground as well, which also means when you lock it into the coping, it'll be higher off the ground. And then lastly, let's check this angle right here. If you look at this angle right here, and hopefully I can show this to you from here to here, and then because of the higher surf skate, when I lock the surf skate in here, the angle from here to here is bigger as well. So you are further off the ground. You have the loose front trucks that you are about to commit into and might be scared of them just wiggling away. Plus, for some of these boards, the tail right here is much shorter compared to what I have set off from the rear trucks. So this right here feels like it might be sliding out easily compared to regular skateboard again, where it's almost locked in. Can't really slide from here. These are a few things contributing to just making this a little extra hard on the surf skate. So if you just want to get your first reps in once you go to the quarter pipe and get over that fear, maybe it's easier for you to do it on a regular skateboard first. So there you have it. On the surf skate, it actually is a bit scarier than on a regular skateboard. You have the looser trucks, the bigger angle, the high trucks lifting you up higher, but still, most of that is just contributing to the fear in your mind. Definitely has sparked my fears for a long time. So let's take a quick break and talk about your mind and the concept of negative reinforcement that I teased in the very beginning. Quick backstory on myself and why I'm explaining all of this psychological stuff to you. Next to being a very passionate surfer, very landlocked in Germany, thus becoming a very passionate surf skater as well, I'm a medical doctor. So now you know why I'm such a geek on psychological concepts and why I like to bring them to surf skate and surfing training. So what actually happens to your brain when you stand on top of that ledge? Well, fear shows up, your heart rate goes up, and your legs probably go a bit stiff or even wobbly. Your brain is screaming, this is dangerous. So you step off, and just like that, the fear vanishes instantly. Complete relief. And here's the trap with negative reinforcement. It doesn't mean punishment. It means a behavior, which is you stepping off of that ledge, gets stronger because it removes something unpleasant, the fear and the anxiousness. Stepping off removed the fear, and that relief was a reward. So every single time you've climbed up there, fear build up, and step back off, removing that fear, your brain didn't record a failure, it recorded a success. Stepping off makes the bad feeling go away, and that behavior just got a bit bigger. You're not failing to learn how to drop in. You're actively and very efficiently training yourself to avoid it. 10 bails isn't zero progress. It's 10 reps of the wrong skill. And that skill just became very big. And the everyday version of that is hesitation. You standing up there, session over session, telling yourself you're going tomorrow, and telling yourself you're starting to get more comfortable standing up there. But actually waiting at the lip until you feel ready doesn't build courage. It builds the loop. The fear compounds, the bail gets more likely, which makes you lean back, gives you the chance of actually slamming, adding to the fear. Fear just got bigger. Next time you're standing up there, your fear is already bigger because you just had that slam. And then in return, by going down and removing that fear, you remove bigger fear, that's a bigger reward, and the loop just got a tiny bit stronger. And the way out of this is not more courage. It's rigging the game so that going becomes the reward. And we'll be doing that in steps so small that your brain never gets to feel them. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So let's start in the easiest way imaginable, just on the floor. So lock your surf skate in place with your back foot. Then I want you to place your front foot right behind the front rack, right behind the front bolts. And one seamless motion, just stomp that thing on the floor. Everything squared up, looking forward, everything forward motion, one motion, and just stomp that thing like there's no tomorrow. So just one smooth motion. And you just keep doing this over and over again. I want you to do this 20 times. Just commit, front foot in and stomp. And one more time, front foot in and stomp. And one last time, front foot in and stomp. So you just need to get this really in. This is your very first step. And then next we take it to a shallow bank. Not full, almost vertical transition yet. This is the highest I have around to show you today. But just go into the bank and do the same thing again. Just commit. Quick intermission before we move it to the bank. So somebody else showed up at the park and asked me to stop filming because they didn't want to be on camera. So I feel like I rushed the steps a bit there. But the one thing that wasn't rushed, with the drop in, there's not much technique to teach. You just put the front foot there, you lean forward, you stomp down, and you fully commit. It stays one motion no matter where you do it, in the flat, in the bank, or in the quarter pipe. The only thing that changes is you're building up height, which obviously contributes to that fear. Technique really stays the same. You don't need to learn, there's not a hack on technique that you need to learn. You just need to break that negative reinforcement loop and start going, which is why we're building up step by step and doing so in a very boring way. So if you don't feel ready yet to go from the flats to the bank, don't go up there, don't let the fear build up, and remove the fear by going down. That's the loop that we're trying to break, so you're not feeding that loop. Just do it in the flats over and over again until you feel ready to go to the bank. Now up here might already feel a bit scarier, but actually it's just the very same thing you've been doing on the floor. Yes, there's a bit more fear involved, but you just keep doing the same. You lock your skateboard in place, already committed, put your front foot behind those front balls, and then just let it go. Stomp it, full on leaning forward, one motion. Everything basically just stays the same. You put the skateboard in place, do it all over again. Front foot behind the front bolts, one motion, just smooth, and just go. Okay, so one more time. Lock your skateboard in place, front foot goes behind the front bolts, you just commit, you just go, stomp it, one motion, full commitment, send it. And now for the very last bit, let's go to the quarter pipe. Let's get up there and just do the same thing you've been doing in the flats and on the bank. Lock your back foot in, front foot behind the front balls, one motion, just stomp it like you mean it. Go up here, lock the front foot in, lock the back foot in, front foot behind the front bolts, one motion, just go. You lock the skateboard in like you mean it. Front foot, back foot locked in, front foot goes behind the front bolts, one motion, no overthinking it.
So next time it'll go like this. You roll up nice and easy. You lock in. And you just go.